Hey everybody, it's Stephanie again. New shirt. I don't know if you can really tell what it looks like. Let me try to brighten this up a bit so you can kind of see. It's like a zebra-like thingy. But anyways, my husband and I went out today to shop, actually, again. He has really amazed me. Oh, my head, I'm getting a headache. Probably from wearing a hat all day and these wigs and stuff, but anyhow, we went out shopping. I bought a bunch more stuff, but while I was in the dressing room, I'm changing. I had to have my husband in there because with my boobs being still freshly done, it's kind of hard to like pull things up because I can't lift over 10 pounds and everything, I can't lift my arms up, so I have to pull everything from the bottom. It's kind of funny, but anyways, so he was in there with me, and at one point I literally almost started crying, and I said, oh my gosh, babe, I was like, this is crazy. I would have never, ever, I'm trying to get some more light here, never, ever, ever been able to basically pick out anything in a store and assume that I could wear it. Never. This is the first time in my life that I've actually been able to go, okay, I like that, I like that, I like that, and let me try it on, and basically almost every single thing fit me. Few things were a little bit odd in the boob area, but it's because my boobs haven't dropped, so I was like, well, I'll just come back when they drop and I'll get those ones, and, you know, he's like, you've worked really hard, I've been saving up my money, and I have been spending like crazy on clothes, but I really did need a new wardrobe. It's even more weird to know that I wear like a size small, and on some things I wear a medium, but it just depends. Hang on, I'm going to loosen up this hat thing because I think that could be what's giving me a headache. And I am actually drinking some chai tea latte. Actually, I don't know if it's even tea. I think it's just chai latte. I'm not sure if there's a difference. But it is so good. And I work nights, so this kind of gives me my caffeine. And it's got sugar in it, but I don't drink a lot of it. I wanted to show you guys what I told you I would show you yesterday, but I never got around to it. My head hurts. And that are my swimsuits. I'm not trying them on, but this is the monokini. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like the let me just try to do it like this. The bottoms are like this, so it is through the side here. So you have like a back. It has a strap in the back, a strap on the neck, and then it's got like the boob area. So yeah, it's pretty low, and yeah, it is revealing, but I wanted to do something that made myself feel like I've worked so hard for something. I want to wear something for the first time in my life that makes me feel sexy when I wear it. And the shirt did it today, so that was good. But just in case my husband was a little bit apprehensive about me wearing the other one, I bought this. It's kind of the older style, but it's you know what, let me take it off the hanger and you can probably see better. It is like this, and it wraps like, you know, the neck, and it comes down about here like that, and it's very fitting around the waist and all of that, so it's kind of like the olden day swimsuits, like back in the 70s, 60s. Not too olden day though, so I'm not calling anybody old. Trust me, my mom would have killed me if I said that. But I got a lot of responses from my video yesterday. Fantastic responses. And what I wanted to say is that there are a couple people out there. You know, what did I do with my phone? If I could locate my phone here somewhere, I could perhaps tell you. I do not know what I did with it, but I can tell you your names. Something Bean. She emailed me a couple times. She said she's been watching my videos. So hello. um, and she's worried. She doesn't want to have the complications like I had. And you know what? You never know if you're going to have the complications. You don't know until it's there. You don't know until it's done. But I just, I want you to do whatever you think is right for you. So, if you think the gastric bypass is going to teach you a new tool, it's a tool. Remember that, a tool. Don't ever forget the gastric bypass is not a fix. It's not. You will gain the weight back. It's very, you really have to try to gain the weight back. You almost have to, some people, I don't know about for everybody, but I know for me, if I were to try to gain the weight back, I'd probably have to like gorge myself constantly with junk. And then be throwing up all the time. But I don't even like throwing up. I don't like that feeling. I don't like feeling full. So it doesn't work like that for me. So if you think that you can do that, then go for it. Because today, while I was out shopping, let me give you an example. And this is to everybody, not just to this, it's horrible saying bean, but like, I think it was like jelly bean or something. But, sorry, I'm horrible with names. Hang on. I went shopping, where I got this shirt, which is so cute, isn't it? I love it. I love blingy, girly stuff. I've always loved girly stuff. But when you're overweight, there's nothing really that cute that you can buy. And if it is cute, you don't look cute in it because all of your flub and your rolls and everything are showing. However, I will say this. Those of you who, this piece is driving me nuts. Those of you who are overweight and who embrace your being overweight and who are proud of who you are as an overweight person, I mean, I wish I could have been like that because my life would have been a whole lot better. But my husband has told me today again as well, I love the new you. I love this you. And I don't think he's talking just strictly about my boobs, but the fact that my personality has blossomed since I've gotten my boobs fixed. And I'm able to finally wear stuff. I mean, yes, there are times that I try on clothes and my legs are flubby and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should wear that. But at the same time, I'm like, there are far more people out there who are more imperfect and who don't care. And I don't notice them. I don't look at their legs and go, oh my gosh, they have jiggly legs. Because they don't act like they care. And as long as you feel good about yourself, everybody around you will think that you feel good about yourself, will see that you feel good about yourself, and won't judge you the way that you don't want to be judged. And I have learned that. I want to show you guys this outfit because it is so cute. It's basically jeans and this shirt, but don't mind the mess back here. I've got Zoe on the thing. Hold on. Let me pull up my pants. Do the jiggle. Alright. Here's the top. And from the side. And the back's just regular black, but it's like sequins. But it's really cute. I love it. Anyhow, coming back. Yeah, don't let people judge you the way that I let people judge me, you know? I think the reason that I was so attracted to my husband wasn't just because I think he's extremely handsome, but he does not think he's handsome. He doesn't think that he's all that great looking. I think he's gorgeous. And the reason that I think that about him too is not because he's not gorgeous, because I think he's gorgeous, but because he portrays that he has confidence. He portrays that he is worth something and that people need to treat him right or else he doesn't need them in his life. And all of you out there who have not had the gastric bypass but are thinking about it, do that too. Right now. Do it now, because you're going to have a very hard time, and I did, and I still do sometimes. I think I've finally reached the point, actually, let's see. This November will be exactly 3 years post-op. I can't believe that. 3 years post-op. Gastric bypass surgery. You have to learn yourself. The one thing that I didn't do was learn myself. I went date after date after date after bad relationship, and not terribly bad on my one with David. He wasn't a terrible person. It just didn't work out. He wasn't okay with me being confident, and I needed someone who wanted a confident person, who needed a confident person, who was okay with a confident person. And my husband is exactly that, and then some. So, like, he's the type of guy who, if guys are looking at me, he's smiling, and I'm like, what are you smiling about? He's all, that guy totally just checked you out. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, that feels good to me because you're mine, you know, and I have you. And that's exactly what everybody needs. Like, you need someone like that, like, who doesn't care that other guys are checking you out, because all that matters is what you feel about yourself. And then secondly, if you're married or you're in a relationship, what the other person thinks of you is important. But first and foremost, do not ever let your partner tell you that you are less than what you deserve, or that you are less than anything that you think that you should be. When I was in a really bad relationship with Justin, it was horrible. I was this weight, and I looked so cute all the time, and I felt good about myself. When I met him, I thought I even settled, because I did. He really wasn't the cutest thing, but I thought he had a good personality. And then I fell in love with him, you know, and he started putting me down, one thing right after the other, and eventually I believed every single thing he said, because when someone loves you, you think they're telling you the truth. Well, he wasn't. He just wasn't confident in himself, so he was putting me down. Well, I gained 80 pounds while I was with him, and I was with him for 5 years. We were engaged for 3 years. Thank God we never got married. David was a very sweet guy. He had his own issues, which I'm not going to discuss, just like I said before, which altered our relationship. But if I see him, you know, I'm not going to be like, I'm never going to say hi to him, you know. However, if I did ever run into Justin, believe you me, I will be happy to say, hey, Justin. And I want to see if I could take a picture of the look on his face, of what he thinks of me now, after he made me basically gain. Well, he didn't make me. I have to take responsibility for the fact that I gained the weight myself, but to see the look on his face, to know that I look as good as I do now, I feel as good as I do now, I'm happy, I'm married, I have a great job, I have a great life, and honestly, I really want to just say, thanks. Thanks for teaching me that there are men who will do this to you, and I have learned my lesson thanks to you. And unfortunately, what comes around, not unfortunately, but fortunately, what comes around goes around, and I don't think that he's going to be happy forever, and if he is, that's fine. You know, I'm not normally a vindictive person, but I have learned from everything that has happened in my life. And in fact, I told my mom the other day, I said, you know, I've made a lot of bad mistakes in my life. I've made a lot of poor choices. But every single poor choice that I have made, I have learned from. And the other night, I literally broke down crying to Mike, and I was like, I don't understand who I am. Like, but this was before I'd gone out shopping and actually was able to wear clothes. Okay. I was like, I just don't understand who I am because I want to be this happy person. And he's like, you annoy me sometimes because when I met you, you were so confident and now you're so down all the time and I can't, it's hard to be attracted to somebody who's down on themselves all the time and who's depressed. And if you're constantly telling people, ooh, I look like crap, or oh, I don't like the way that looks, people are going to agree with you. They're going to think the same thing. So you have to work on you first before anybody else on the outside can appraise what you have accomplished. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that this journey, unfortunately, I have never had the opportunity to go to a support group meeting. So because I've never had an opportunity to go to a support group meeting, I've never really had my questions answered from a therapist specifically. Oh, there's my phone. It's in here somewhere. I just heard it. I've never been able to, be able to talk to an actual therapist who is specializing in gastric bypass patients, like, how they have you go through the psych evaluation at the beginning of the surgery. Well, I passed with flying colors, but I really wasn't prepared to be able to look in the mirror and say, I've lost half a person and I look good. Until I'm I'm 2.5 years post-op. Now, after plastic surgery, after getting married, after lots and lots and lots of tears and lots and lots and lots of journal entries and watching your guys' videos, I have learned that this is what it's all about. This is where I need to be. This is the right place to be. And if you don't know how to get there, it is really hard to do on your own. There were times, honestly, I'm straight up with you guys. My family does watch this. I don't know, but there was a time that I actually told my husband, check me into a mental institute because I really want to die. I don't want to wake up because I hate myself. I hate my life. I don't like it. And it wasn't because I hated him or the life we had. It was because I just didn't know where I belonged. I had come from 260 pounds of no attention at all other than negative attention to all of a sudden good attention, and all these people that were giving me good attention would have never paid attention to me before, and I was mad, and I couldn't embrace it and I couldn't understand it, and I ended up getting on actually depression medication because of it, because I thought my hormones were way out of whack. But honestly, I don't know if it was that or not. I'm still on the depression medication and I seem to be doing just fine. But truthfully, I think what it was that I needed to learn what makes me happy. Do I really need to be concerned with what other people think of me? People will say what they think, no matter who they are, or who you are, or how pretty you are, or how ugly you are, or, but you're really never ugly. There is no ugly people in this world unless you have a bad attitude and you're mean. That's my whole idea of it. I walked into the store today and I was shopping, and I get looks from girls, almost like the jealous look, like they want to look like this. But I think in my mind, if only they knew that I am not a mean person. I don't judge people. I can't say I don't judge people because I judge the mean people. But I look at them and I want to say, hey, it's okay. You can be judgmental of me if you want, but know where I come from first before you judge me. Ask me something. Talk to me. I'm not the type of person who will be in the store who thinks that I'm better than everybody else. I'm actually the person in the store who's like, oh, I'm sorry, were you looking at that? Here you go. I don't want to take that if you saw it first, and like, I strike the conversation. That's who I am. Like, I love people. I think everybody has their own unique personality and their own flaws and their own positive attributes, and everybody has something to offer. And some people get along better with others. That's why there are best friends and there are not best friends and there are enemies. That's why there are husbands and wives and there are exes. But that truly is what you have to understand, that be yourself on the inside, change who you are on the inside, and as you're changing on the outside through the gastric bypass journey, by the time you hit that physical appearance that you wanted to achieve, like where I'm at now, you will have actually met your personality at that point together. They will have met together, and you will be so much happier, and your life will be so much more rich. And I mean, I am so thankful. Like, I thank God so much, because there's no way I could have made it through anything without him, because I am Christian. And my husband I have a huge, huge passion for that man, because he's really taught me a lot about being strong. He would know. If you go through cancer, you die. You have chemo for over a year. You lose a kidney, all of that stuff. And you can't even pursue your dream job because of a blood clot that you got while the process was happening. I mean, my poor husband has been through so much, and he really didn't have a lot of support. His mom was there, but his girlfriend at the time was not there, and I can't imagine not being there for him if something like that happened. He has taken off like 2 weeks of work just for me to have my boob revision. I mean, that's crazy. That's so kind. And I told him today, I said, thank you so much for going shopping with me and picking out cute outfits. That is so uncommon for a man to do that with his wife. I mean, I really appreciate it, really. And I was like, tomorrow, babe, you deserve to, here's what I told him. I said, you deserve to have a bunch of nice clothes too. And I said, you have some tops, or I started to say tops, and I was like, okay, tops sound kind of stupid. So you have some shirts and some shorts, but you need more clothes. And he's like, I have plenty. And I'm like, no, because by the time the week is over, you've run out of shirts to wear, and actually it saves me time on laundry. So I was like, just let's go tomorrow and get you a bunch of cool shirts. Let's get you some shorts for the summer. Let's get you something nice to wear. I want him to feel good about himself too, because he does. He needs to, because he is amazing. And you guys have been, honestly, my support group. And there it is. But I want every single person out there who's watching my videos to know that I love you guys. I know that you're like, how can you love me? You don't know me. No, I love you because I know what you're going through. And this girl that I ran into today, she was like, she looked at me and she judged me. And she said, gosh, I said, oh, I'm sorry, were you looking at, am I in your way? And she's like, oh no, I was just going for this one shirt. She's like, oh shoot, it's not a large. And I looked at her and I said, you do not wear a large, because she was like so tall and thin. And she's like, yeah, well, I said, is it because you're tall? And she's like, yeah, and I have broad shoulders. And I was like, oh no. I was like, well, you definitely have the height so you could be a model. I said, and yeah, I don't see you wearing a large, but I said, that's funny. And she's like, and she goes, if only I could wear what you wear. And I told her, I said, trust me, I haven't always been this thin. I said, I used to be 260 pounds and I wore a size 24. So, yeah. And then she told me about her friend who had gastric bypass who lived in Stockton, which is about an hour and a half away. And I was just like, it's crazy, you know? You guys, I'm so excited about life. And your comments that I've gotten back in regards to the shout outs that I've sent out, I have meant every single one of those. And the people that I've missed, I'm so sorry. Okay, time for some of my stuff here. This is a long video again, too, sorry. But, you know, if, for me, right now, going out, buying clothes, trying on things that I never, ever, ever would have even thought to try on before, makes me feel happy, makes me feel good about myself, then that's what I'm going to do. And I told my husband today, I said, thank you for not being a jealous person. Thank you for loving me through everything, deformed boobs and all. This Thursday I get my stitches out, and I just, I told my husband, I said, hey, you need to thank Dr. Mitz because, yeah, he's changed our lives. And I bought him, you know, a gift. And, you know, and I want to read the card that I got for him to you guys. So I'm going to do a separate video. Maybe I'll change and put on one of my other shirts and show you guys what that one looks like, what one of those looks like. But we'll see. Alright, I will talk to you guys here soon.